Are we live? Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are
So
live here on a Friday afternoon.
on a Friday afternoon, we are putting off work. Can you see my email screen, Mr. Cook?
I can indeed. That's a lot of
Okay.
unread emails you have.
It's ridiculous. Can you see the Discord thing coming up now?
I have.
Discord
No.
app launch.
Yes, now I can.
Okay. Continue to Discord. Right. Okay. So let me try this. So no, don't go welcome back. What you need to do if this page comes, you need to go register. You need to register a new account. Right. Okay. So let me type in my email address, the one that you just sent me now. Let me call myself the other Sean. Let me save some ridiculous password that is totally unnecessary since this is just demonstration. January the 1st, whatever. Hey, I hit my correct year. No one should know that.
You weren't out
Update.
your age just yet.
Okay, looks like we're in. We're in. I like this. Okay, I don't need to do anything here. I'm just going to exit this screen, right?
Yeah.
Now, okay, want to take, fine, we can do all of that stuff later, right? Oh, we need to verify the account. Okay, I'm quickly going to verify the account. So everyone can, okay, so I've just received a new email here. Let's try and find it. Verify email address. Okay, cool. Click on verify email. I'm going back into, okay, email verified. Continue to Discord. A little pop-up comes on. Click run. And now we are in, my friend. Excellent. Okay, so Mr. Cook, do you want to run me through this? Do you want to share your screen maybe on the server so you can take us through these separate rooms that you've created in this young urbanist. So you go here to the left, you see all your servers here. There'll be the yellow one, young urbanist, and listed on the side will be all of the various channels that Mr. Cook has created. So there's a general channel, there's a spatial planning, transport channel, architecture, urban design, etc., housing. We can always add to these as the time as we go on. And yeah, over to you, Mr. Cook.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see that?
Yeah, boy.
So you'll probably start out on the welcome channel. We're going to be doing a bunch of kind of automations here so that you'll kind of get an outline of the rules of engagement and a bunch of other things. At the moment, there's just a message linking to our manifesto as the Young Urbanists and where you can follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube in case you're not there already. We have the general chat, which is just essentially where people can introduce themselves to the YU community if they're new to the Discord server, and where you can just ask random general questions or just put in how you're feeling that day, whatever you want to. The next one, the one that I've been kind of busiest on because it's
the most fun.
To follow all of the new developments all around Cape Town. And so I've just been listing all the interesting new developments that have been proposed either through land use applications or just through, you know, backroom information that I siphon from people I know. Job opportunities so that we can all either keep our jobs or get hired at new places. Then there's a couple just more general, say YU adjacent topics, things like economics and public finance, which I think I'm hoping to have a lot more conversations on because that requires a lot more kind of nuance and maybe a bit more explanation from those in the public finance space. Environment and climate change, which will be a big topic for, I think, post-COVID conversations. And then the YU Facebook feed channel, which I'm still trying to work out how to make a bot post a link to every single Facebook post that gets put into the Facebook group. And it would put a link here in the channel, but that is currently quite difficult because we have a closed Facebook group. We have, as you said, spatial planning, transport, architecture, urban design, and housing is the main groups of channels at the moment. Here you'll see the ones with hashtags are the text channels. Those have just posts like you would see in a WhatsApp group. And then you have these ones with a little speaker next to it. Those are voice channels. And you can imagine that's like a WhatsApp call or a Zoom room. And so you can come down, and if you click on one like YU Social here at the bottom, you can see here it says now my voice is connected. And so anyone who is also in that voice
room,
channel,
almost like you're in a room and you can talk and see people in that room as if you were in a separate Zoom call.
Yes, exactly. And you can share your video as if it's a full Zoom conversation. So we'll be hosting events on the Discord server, or you guys can just have casual chats with each other about anything urbanist or not urbanist related. And so, yeah, as we build out this platform, we're hoping that eventually we'll actually move across mostly to this and less so from the Young Urbanist Facebook group, which has become quite large and almost unwieldy now, in order to have these more nuanced, more complex conversations and to start to really organize a lot more kind of interventions among the YU community, the kind of the things that we had always envisioned and hoped for when we started YU 7-ish years ago. Seems like ages now. Other Sean, anything to add?
Yeah, actually, so go to new developments quickly.
Yeah.
I wanted to check, like, can you make sub channels under a channel? Like, for example, what happens if we want to have under new developments, we want to have a specific channel dedicated to one particular development because there's too much conversation about one, and now it's like it's you know, like we want to have a high level overview of the new developments on this particular channel, but then we might want to go into more detail, like for example River Club or Harbour Arch or something specific.
So I think for that you'll need to just tell me, you can just message me to say that we need to move new developments from being a channel to being an entire cluster of its own. And so I can change new developments to being, like we have spatial planning or transport, its own cluster. We can make this one the general channel, and then we can have other channels for major new developments if they need full threads of their own.
Perfect. So I like that, because then we can go into detail, and you'll never lose those comments, you know, even months down the line, like you do on Facebook. You can't go back and find where people were posting about River Club, so like 6 months ago. But now you can go straight to the River Club channel and you'll be able to see the full history of the debate.
So yeah, that'll probably be one of the first changes we'll make once we get up and running, once we start getting some great conversation happening in the new developments channel. But I think for now, while we're still a smallish group, we'll keep the channels down to how they are at the moment to be able to intensify some conversation, so that it feels like we're a nice, small, intimate group rather than an unwieldy forum filled with unlimited numbers of channels, which in theory we can have up to 100 channels on this eventually, before we have to expand from there. Perfect.
Well, yeah, I think let's as we build up our members, you know, the paid up members, you know, or at least the signed up members, you know, whether or not people have been donated memberships or have or on the half price or whatever type of membership you're on. Let's try and see, once we've built up a good membership base, then I suppose we can troubleshoot and take it from there and improve.
Okay, cool. Well, we are always going to be on there. You can see the steering committee members on the server because they are color coded slightly differently because they have a different role there. And so you are more than welcome to just message any of us on this server at any time. If you have any suggestions or issues or whatever you want to do here, it's a whole playground of different functions that you can use. Message us and we will try to adjust to make this feel like it represents the community that we have slowly built over the last few years.
Awesome. And yeah, the only other like last little point I would have is just make sure that you, if you go into a voice channel, you know, and you just leave your computer for a while, get out of the voice channel, because you just, or at least mute your, you know, mute your mic there, because otherwise you might forget that you're in the voice channel, and you know, you might still be streaming sound potentially. I'm not sure if that happens. Can that happen?
Yes, it can. So just be careful about yeah, the voice channels, because somebody could randomly be listening in to what you're saying if you've left your
but what's useful at this, that being said, what's useful about the voice channels is you can always see everyone who's in the same channel as you, in the same voice channel, so you know who you're speaking to. So that is quite useful.
Okay, well, I think if you guys have any more questions, we're going to be around the Discord channel a lot in the beginning. Well, I'll definitely be around a lot throughout the whole time, because this has become a passion project for me now. So send us any messages with questions that you have, or clarifications, or tips or tricks that you learn about Discord along the way.
Sean signing off.
The Sean signing off. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, then.